Okay, so here's a very chaotic walkthrough of my process of making this piece of the study of Gale from Waterdeep. I started off with this really basic and bare bones sort of room, just to sort of block out what I wanted to do and look at this like really crappy parquet flooring. We've now jumped forward in time so much that we've missed a bunch of crucial steps and a patio, some bookshelves, some insets, a table, a scroll, some books, and some carpets that I all modeled have suddenly magically appeared. All of my effort gone. You'll never believe that I did it. And again, we've missed another crucial step, me making this whole set of bottles, but here they are, and I've started testing out what fire would look like in the scene. I went on to make some curtains. I added a bunch of like cloth modifiers and everything, and then I played an animation, warped it a little bit, and then froze it in place. Now we're stuck with that. And here's my nightmare. I wanted to make these like gold strands to hold it to look like super magical, you know? Like, so I added some more. I think it's nice. It kind of looks like those stacked rings that I'm a fan of, but then they turn my finger green. Nobody liked that, so I added just one like chunky gold one because a lot of people were just like, oh, just have one thing. So okay, here you go. I hate it. So I added more um, to try and combine both what I wanted and what other people liked. And now we have this crime. I ended up making two additional thicker strands and like the little dangling strands here. I still really wasn't a fan and I super hated this and it was the worst thing ever. And right when I was finally like coping with it, I noticed this indentation, meaning I would have to redo the ropes because clearly my curtains that can no longer be edited have a very wide marking of where they're being bound. So, you know what? Ugh. I needed a break and I decided to work on something much more frustrating, this wand, or quarterstaff. Who cares? I've now put it here in the scene. It's very dull, and it's supposed to be magical. So I added some magic. Around this time, I learned how to make a proper rope, and I placed it in the scene. I'm too stubborn to give up on these little like golden bits, so they're staying. I made some more rope, and I had the tie sort of hanging down. I allowed myself to break up with at least one of the gold strands and removed it from the scene. Here's a little more progress. I've started filling out the area with books and some scrolls up in the bookshelves. I did a very sad and pathetic attempt at actually sculpting a candle. I still have depression from it. It's really bad, but here you can also see some of the glass bottles that I worked on that are in this little carrier that you see all throughout Baldur's Gate. Here I finally started adding more to the bookcases and you can start to see some little details that I've added in, such as an open book and Tara's tressum feathers laying on the floor. I've also worked on the magic quarterstaff a little bit to actually get some real magic sparkles hanging off of it. They're not part of the mesh. I have powers. So at this point, I've now added some more books on the bookshelf, and I've started experimenting not only with these interesting pillows, but of actually building out the patio in the back with this little pillar. Ignore all the little white sparklies on the curtain. They'll go away. See, they're gone. Magic. Now I filled out the bookshelf a little bit more, and I've worked more on the pillows and added a little brass button to the middle. Here's sort of a close-up of a picture frame I made that is of Mistress symbol. Mistra being the god Gale follows. I mean, if you don't know anything about that, I don't know why you're watching this. Here is my scene before some of the final editing where I could look at a lot of the color. I have this curved backdrop added in. I've added in this table with some wine goblets, and let's take a look at it in x-ray mode. So this is kind of like what the scene looks like after I've gone in and I've cut up the patio actually, and here it is from the side. Being a little sneaky because if you see in this final image, I've like completely removed the side. I've added in volume scatter to make this like little foggy area around all of the light sources and to give it kind of like an afternoon summer home sort of thing. So, yeah, that's pretty much what happened. There was also some crying in there. But yeah, thanks.